Hello baby dolls. Today's video is titled "The whole market is rigged and there's nothing you can do about it." Let's go. I have the 2-year bond. The 2-year bond with the actual interest rate by the Fed. You see this orange line? That's the actual interest rate. And the 2-year bond yield is one of the sexiest secrets of macro. Even Mr. Drunken Miller talks about it. Basically, the US Fed, they just follow the 2-year. I don't have enough time to get into why and why that makes sense. You're just gonna have to believe my peanut brain, okay? I know I'm redacted, of course, but you have to have some faith. And the beautiful part about this video is I'm actually gonna show you the rigging. I'm gonna show you the dodginess, okay? I'm gonna show you some cool stuff. Look up here, man. This was back before COVID, 2019. Interest rate was held 2.5%. All right. Now I'm looking at the right hand side here, okay, for the 2-year bond rate. So if you want to see the interest rate, it's up here, 2.5%. The 2-year bond rate was at 2.8. It's like, oh, are they gonna keep hiking? It went down and down and down. And look, how did it know? Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. I want you to know something, man. Let's draw a line here. Okay? I want you to see. Because you're not going to believe me. You think I'm crazy. And you know what? I am. Maybe I am. Okay? How did the 2-year bond know to go to 1.8%? How did it know? Excuse me. Before the interest rate decision, friends. How did it know to go to 1.8%? Remember, the rate was at 2.5. How did it know? How did it know? I want you to tell me. It knows. The 2-year bond knows. Okay? It knows. You can actually go back to other points in history where it knows. Okay? Here's another time. GFC. They were cutting rates. Yeah, we're cratering. 2-year bond retraces. How did it know the next one was... Look at this, by the way. The rate was 2%. They had cut aggressively, okay? Remember, this, the left-hand side is the actual interest rate. The right-hand side is the 2-year bond rate. You're like, excuse me? How did the 2-year bond rate know to go down to 1.2% before a cut? Look, this is where the cut is, yeah? And look what the 2-year bond rate did. All the way. It went. The 2-year bond rate went from, oh, things are good, 3%, to go, uh-oh, no, things aren't good, man. We're going down to 1.5%. How did it know? I want answers. How did it know? That's an actual rhetorical question. I know the answers, okay? I'll go through it in another video. It's too deep, but the game's rigged, man. The game's rigged. You sit here, you're listening to these influencers on YouTube and Twitter, like, oh, the US Fed, wow, just tell them to just shut the fuck up. This 2-year bond has so much liquidity, so many insiders. They go to the same cocktail parties, man. They know how to read the language. They have these super mega quants. They're trying to like get inside the deep minds of the Fed. The whole game's rigged, man. Okay? But it's a beautiful rig. The way it's rigged is beautiful, okay? Because it's so sinister and it's so sly and it runs in the shadows. But we're not going to roll over and die. We use it to our advantage. Okay? 1, don't do leverage trading. 2, don't be a little bitch and sell the lows. And 3, against all odds, yes, you're going to hold for multiple years. Exactly. Okay? Goes against everything you want to do. This is why. The game's rigged, man. The game's rigged. This 2-year bond rate... What's it doing now? What's the rate right now? The rate is 4% on the left. Okay. We can actually just zoom in so we can see. The rate for the 2-year bond is 4%. No, sorry, the interest rate. That's the interest rate right now. But the 2-year bond here is 4.45. Okay. It's basically going to follow the Fed's commentary. But you're going to see some funky shit later on when no one expects it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it is World War III next year. I don't know. And maybe, oh crap, we're going to have to price in higher rates. Maybe that happens. But you know what else might happen? Trembles in China, weird stuff. You're going to see this thing go down. You're going to see this thing go down. You're going to see it interpret the Fed's comments the way they want it to. It's like so mysteriously coincidental how they throw out a bunch of words. Because that's what the Fed does, right? All they influence is psychology. And I can't go into that much deeper here because it's a long video, right? So they influence psychology of investors and everybody basically, you know, holding the debt and moving liquidity around the yield curve. And all they want to do is pump this thing. They want to pump it one way or the other. That's actually what they want to do. Pump it or dump it. Because they want the market to react off that. And right now they're pissed off. They're pissed off that the yields are here and Stonks made that low and Stonks started going up. They're actually pissed off because they want to influence that psychological effect, right? Because they want inflation to come down. This knock-on effect, man, it's all come down to psychology. I know what these bastards are doing, okay? I've sat here, I've traded so many markets, I know how markets move, like deep. I know how they move, man, okay? I know what these Fed fuckers are doing. I know what they're doing. I know exactly what they're doing. Okay? They get on the phone. They got some friends. Okay? Now, I don't know if they do it explicitly. That we'll never know. But let's just say there's some coincidental timing with words and market behavior. You know where you can get the idea from? It's funny. We go back to crypto. You know XRP? XRP. Brad Garlic Breath, right? In the SEC case, there is a water droplet that must be used for XRP. In the SEC case, there's leaked documents where Brad Garlic Breath sent an email to market makers, and he basically told them, hey man, we're going to release some good announcements. We need you to slug the price up on the announcements because we want to train the market. We want to groom the market into liking this good news. So it has to be seen as positive. You got to think, man, if Brad Garlic Breath was doing that for XRP, what do you think the world reserve currency, what type of shadows do you think what do you think is lurking behind the curtains with this shit? So the US 2-year leads. You don't even need to read the commentary, watch the news, watch the data. You don't need to look at anything. You watch this, baby. Okay? Till next time.